These two are my product's competitors. The first one has a CTR of 1.24% and the second one has a CTR of 0.98%. But these are my competitors, so how do I know their CTR without access to their dashboard? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to identify your competitor's CTR for free. My name is Zain and I'm from SellerMetrics, an Amazon agency dedicated to teaching and improving PPC strategies to Amazon sellers to maximize their revenue and profit. Okay, so you want to optimize your CTR, but you have no idea what a good CTR for your product category is. In other words, you have no reference point to optimize your CTR towards. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can find out your competitor's CTR and then analyze those listings to improve your own listing. Oh, and these tools are completely free. So you'll need two tools. The first tool is a website that you can simply plug in your competitor's ASIN and it will get you a bunch of statistics that we can then use to calculate the CTR. And if you stay tuned, I'll tell you how to access this website completely for free. And the second tool is Instant Data Scraper. This is a plugin you can get from the Google Store or Apple Store if you're on a Mac. And what it does is it scrapes data from a website and converts it to an Excel sheet so you can do your analysis. So quickly hopping into my screen here, this is the website that I had mentioned, and it's really straightforward. All you have to do is paste the ASIN in the search bar and then search the product. And then this is the tool on the Chrome Web Store, Instant Data Scraper. Looks like a Pokeball, but basically you have to install it. I already have it on my browser, so I don't need to do that here. And if you guys like this kind of content, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Okay, so to find out the CTR of your competitors, the steps are super easy. Step 1, acquire your competitor's ASIN. And to do this, go on to the Amazon store, whichever storefront that you're using. If it's USA, it's Amazon.com. If it's Canada, Amazon.ca. Or if you're in Europe, go to that one. And what you want to do is basically type in your main keyword, which is whatever your product's main keyword would be. For me, it's 6 slot watch box, and we're going to search. And we're just going to go to the top most organically ranked product and open that. And then we're going to grab its ASIN, which is this set of digits right here. And then you have your main competitor's ASIN. Step 2 is we're going to input this ASIN into the website that I had mentioned, and we copied and pasted the ASIN and it does its little search and boom. That is indeed the product that we have. And it's a very, very useful tool, this website. What we want to make sure we do is click top 200 competitors. So we have all of this incredibly useful data on top 200 competitors of your product. And it gives you a bunch of different types of information. So it has the product, of course, the brand name, the price at which that product is being sold, its star rating, and the number of ratings it's received. It also has keywords in top 4 and page 1, but we are going to ignore those for the scope of this video. But these two columns right here are the most important. We have estimated daily clicks and the estimated daily number of impressions. This is how we're going to calculate the CTR. All right, guys, so you probably want access to this website now. So here's how you can get it. In the link below, in the description below, you can sign up to our emailing list where we share lots of useful information for Amazon sellers, how to optimize your PPC, keeping up the latest Amazon news. And if you opt into our emailing list, we'll give you the URL to this website completely for free. Which leads us to step 3. We need to use the plugin to scrape all of this data and convert it to a CSV or Excel file and download that, because that's going to make it a lot easier to do the math all at once and much, much faster. So what we do is we click the plugin and then we simply download the CSV. And boom, there we have it. And we open it up, and this is kind of what the Excel file looks like. The Instant Data Scraper tool, it's a free tool. It's not super complex, so it doesn't come up as perfectly as we'd want it. So we need to do a little bit of work, which is clean it up, and that is step 4. So what we're going to do is just kind of delete some columns and rename them. So the first column we're going to get rid of completely because it's just an image. The second column is the product name, so we are definitely going to keep that, and we're going to rename the column to product name. The third column here is the ASIN. We're going to keep that. We're going to rename it to ASIN. This column right here with all the dashes, we're going to get rid of completely irrelevant. This is the product link, which I like to keep because then we can quickly go to the product. This is the marketplace. I got them all from the same marketplace. It's just going to say Amazon all the way down. So we're going to get rid of that. This is the brand name. So we're going to keep that. This is the price. I like to keep that. I think it's very important. This is the ratings. I like to keep that as well. Number of ratings. We're going to keep that. We're going to rename all of these. This next one, Flex 2, we're going to get rid of. It's not relevant to what we're doing here. And we're also going to get rid of this next column. And then we are left with the last 3. These are the most important. And this one is daily clicks. So obviously very important. And this is daily impressions. Also, again, very important. And this last column we can get rid of. Okay. So we've cleaned up the Excel file, and the last step is to calculate the CTR for all of them. And it's really straightforward. So first we're going to name this last column CTR, and then we're going to do a quick formula, which is divide the number of daily clicks with the number of daily impressions. And that's how you calculate CTR, as you probably all know already. We're going to right click and format the cells, and we're going to change it to percentage to make it a little bit cleaner. And boom, there we have it. We have 1.24% CTR for this first product. And obviously you want to do that for all of the products. So what we're going to do is just basically drag that formula down and apply it to every single line. And there we have it. All competitors' CTRs identified, and you have all of this information to you already. So you have the CTR for your competitors. The next step is to analyze the listing. And CTR is really important, guys. It's a hugely important component of your PPC strategy, and we can help you optimize your overall PPC strategy for free like this. If you want to learn more on how you can optimize Amazon PPC, you can get a free copy of our ebook, The Ultimate Guide to Amazon Ads, Advanced Tactics and Best Practices. This book has received a 4.8 out of 5-star rating on Amazon and has helped beginners and advanced sellers alike. Click the link in the description below to sign up to our emailing list and receive a free copy. Okay, the next step is to identify the CTRs that we want to work towards. So what I recommend is taking this CTR column, and adding a filter towards it. And then when we have the filter, we organize from largest to smallest. And yes, we expand the selection and we sort. And now we have the best CTRs at the top and lowest CTRs at the bottom. This CTR of 4.17% is insanely high. I don't think that's a reasonable CTR to go for. To put that into perspective, an average CTR across all industries is 0.4%. So 4.17% is pretty crazy. They are adding some serious value to that. We're going to ignore that. But basically what we want to do is find the price points that we are selling at and the best CTRs of those price points. And I've already done that. When you have identified that, we're going to go into the quick surface level analysis of why these products have such crazy CTRs. So this product and this product is what I showed you at the start of this video, right? We're going to go do a quick surface level analysis of why these two similar products have such different CTRs and what I would change in the listing of the one with lower CTR to actually improve it. So this one, Case Elegance, is the one with the higher CTR of 1.24%, and it's actually even more expensive. So normally it's $45. Right now they got a sale for $40, but despite the higher price, they still have a higher CTR than this one. Why is that? Well, the first thing I would notice is that it definitely has a higher number of reviews. So that definitely has something to do with it. This one only has 461 and this one has over 4,000. So we can't really change that. So we're going to move to the next points, which is the hero image. That's the first thing I would consider changing. So let's look at this hero image. It's really nice. It has all watches in the box. Unlike this one, it only has 2 of the watches in the box and 2 outside. I would change that fact on this hero image immediately. I would put all of the watches in the slots. The next thing I would notice is that all of these watches are different styles, different colors, and different shapes as well. This one on the other end has 4 very, very similar looking watches, which I don't think reflects a typical watch collection. So I would change that as well in that hero image. Lastly, small point, but the angle of the box is a little bit different for the one with the higher CTR and than the one with the lower CTR. I don't know how much of an influence that's making, but it's worth testing, right? But the point is, even though you're not selling this product, you have to look at the hero images of the CTRs that are doing well and see what you can change in your hero image to reflect the same CTR. After the hero image, the next thing to test is the title. So if we look at this title, I actually don't think this is a great title, but it has some key elements that the one with the lower CTR is not accomplishing. For example, this one says solid espresso wood watch. This one, on the other hand, just says wooden watch box. So what I would change in the title is putting an adjective to describe the material of the wood. Rather than just wooden watch box, I would add something to describe it like this one does, espresso, solid espresso. I think that adds a lot more value and kind of punch to the material of the box that these guys are selling. The next thing I would change is this title says luxury watch case, but then later on goes on to say smooth faux leather interior. So faux leather means fake leather, which is completely antagonist to luxury. So I would still say leather, but I would present it in a completely different way. So those are kind of 2 surface level things that I would use to analyze what I can change about my product listing of the lower CTR to improve it and get a higher CTR like this one. And the last thing that I would look at is maybe the lower CTR product listing are not bidding on the right keywords that are optimal for their product. Now that is the outside of the scope of this video. So in the end screen, I'm going to link you to a video that you can use to identify which specific keywords your competitors are bidding on so you can steal those keywords for your PPC strategy. And that's how you optimize your keywords and your CTR. I know that's incredibly useful information because now you have a reference point to a CTR that you think you can actually work towards, and then also gives you a little bit of peace of mind to identify whether your CTR is actually relevant for your product industry or your product category. If you want to take your brand to the next level with optimized PPC campaigns and optimized listings for brand growth, we can help you out here. If you're an Amazon seller that wants to grow your Amazon profits, schedule a discovery call in the link below. We are an Amazon agency that helps our clients grow their revenue and their profits and optimize their PPC. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope that was really helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy selling.